Everybody, and let's give a big thanks to the dedicated men and women of AIDS Project Los Angeles and their tireless work throughout the years. I want to particularly acknowledge APLA's Executive Director Craig Thompson and the Chairman of the Board Rodney Gould and the entire APLA all-volunteer Board of Directors. Thank you one and all. As has been mentioned, this is the 30th annual AIDS Walk Los Angeles, and hearkening back to the early days, I want to acknowledge a key friend and supporter who first connected us with Paramount Pictures, our longtime friend Steve Afriet. And I also want to acknowledge a gentleman who is the first major donor to AIDS Walk Los Angeles, and in year 2 of this event, when we were just a little shy of the $1 million mark, he wrote a $36,000 check to help create the first $1 million AIDS Walk in the world, Mr. Leonard Peterson. Leonard remains great, and his accountant remains really angry. So, this being 30 years, and me being now a veteran organizer, which is a very nice word for old, I thought I would take this opportunity to pass on to the new generation of activists and organizers the top 10 pointers for you to keep in mind as you go on to lead. And just be thankful it's not 30. Point 1, don't be wimpy. We never would have gotten anywhere in the fight against AIDS if we weren't prepared to be fierce when we had to be, and we had to be a lot. 2, empower volunteers. Much of the work that goes on at APLA and AIDS Walk Los Angeles is performed by highly skilled volunteers. And speaking of volunteers, please join me in thanking the more than 1,500 APLA AIDS Walk volunteers who got here very early this morning to help today's event be such a success. 3, don't sell out, but have friends in high places. I want to thank my early mentors, Congressman Henry Waxman and Howard Berman, and my 4 best friends in office today who are such a constant source of support and guidance, Paul Krikorian, Paul Koretz, John Heilman, and Abby Land. Thanks for all you do for me and for us. 4, listen to your elders. The older I get, the stronger I feel about this. 5, call your mother. I can't tell you how many organizing campaigns I've been in where somebody's mother or group of moms have made the difference between success and not success. Moms have long been an influential, fierce force behind AIDS Walk LA. Let me give you just one random example. My mom, Marcia Miller, who's walked in all 30 AIDS Walk Los Angeles to date. Thank you, Mom. Point 6, hang out with lesbians. To all the gay men out there who think the history of AIDS is that we rose up to fight it, it's important to remember something that the late great singer, songwriter, and AIDS activist Michael Callan used to emphasize from this very stage. Our lesbian sisters fought for us early and strong and in large numbers. 7, cultivate woman power. To all the men out there, gay, straight, or anywhere in between, I consider it my experience-based duty to inform you that if there is a superior gender, it ain't us. Bet you didn't know that 60% of the AIDS Walk participants are women, and that's been true the entire 30 years. When it comes to fighting to protect people's health, women just come on stronger and last longer for this cause as for others. Point 8, work with Leaf Green. There's been a man from the South who's been at my side all 30 years and has been an extraordinary creative driving force behind this event. Thank you, Leaf Green. Thank you, Kate Rosenblum, and thank you to the entire AIDS Walk Los Angeles 2014 staff. Item 9, don't wait for anyone's permission to organize. Countless times I have been asked, often in shouts, Who are you to fill in the blank? Organize an AIDS walk. Raise hell if our ads are kicked off of buses. Who are you? Well, when it comes to fighting for good public health and against injustice and discrimination, here's a retort that I found works pretty well. It goes like this. Who aren't we? Who do we gotta be? 10. Focus on being effective. Don't worry about being popular. To be an effective activist for positive social change, you have to be willing to challenge power structures of every kind, even the ones you may have helped build. The key is to try and remain awake and alert to what actually needs to be done, then have the courage of your own convictions to get it done. These are the top 10 tips from an old-time organizer to the new generation of activists. As the saying goes, we are carried on the shoulders of those who came before us. I have been carried on the shoulders of Harvey Milk. I have been carried on the shoulders of Michael Callan, Peter Staley, Bill Meisenheimer, Richard Dunn, Nancy Kolsawaya, and many others. For all of you young people here today, I hope we at AIDS Walk Los Angeles and AIDS Project Los Angeles have set an example for you. I hope we at AIDS Walk Los Angeles have carried you on our shoulders. And speaking very personally, go kick ass. I just can't wait to see the great things that the new generation of activists are going to do to end the AIDS epidemic in your lifetime and to help create a better world. Thank you so very much for being here.